How goes the family? Welcome back to Patterson Properties. Hopefully you guys having a great and exceptional day. It's Thursday. You see, I'm knocking the videos out a little bit earlier this week because I got stuff to do. But don't forget, Patterson Properties, we wholesale real estate via tax sales, tax liens, and we do it by doing a good old, regular text message blast and sending out postcards and all that good stuff. So, if you're interested, our website is in the description, and you'll be able to just go from there and check us out and contact us and all that good stuff. But before I get started, do great 3 free things like share and subscribe. Hopefully you guys are having a great and exceptional day out there. All right, so today I've had the pleasure of talking about one of the greatest cities in the United States of America, good old Phoenix, Arizona, which is a city that I wouldn't mind living in possibly one day, but you never know. So when I came across this article today talking about this great city, I had to go in. The article stated that for the last 33 months now, Phoenix, Arizona has led the nation in home price increases, which isn't a big surprise. In the last year alone, the cost of median homes in the area has risen by a third. Now, we all know that the cost of living has risen over the country, but a city like Phoenix had exploded, especially due to the boatloads of people leaving Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, and basically the entire state of California and moving to Arizona. The article also stated that over the course of 2 years, it's up 57%, ranking rental prices with it. And unfortunately for locals, wages in the area have not been on the same high-speed elevator, growing only 5.3% in 2021. According to the study done by Arizona economist Elliot Pollock, the median home price in the area has risen from 216% since the year 2000, while the median salary has only risen 48%. And, in a sense, that is just freaking, crazy at the end of the day. You know what I mean? That is just crazy. But Mr. Pollock estimates that by 2025, only a third of the area's population will be able to afford to buy a home there. And the crazy thing is, family, this is happening all over the United States of America, whether you're in Las Vegas, Atlanta, Miami. I mean, at least in New York and LA, as expensive as they can be, having a 6-figure salary can, it's normal to have a 6-figure salary in those areas and whatnot. But now we're seeing places where the cost of living is going up, and most people don't have a 6-figure salary, so it makes it harder for any sort of economic stabilization in those specific areas. Therefore, it makes it harder for people to buy homes in those specific areas. This is why I believe that this generation, millennial generation and up, the ones that are coming up right now, as far as future generations, will basically be screwed if they do not have 2 to 3 families living with one another, or passing down real estate. And last but definitely not least, ensuring families not only have multiple streams of income, but having different insurance policies all at the same time. The article also stated that for the first blush, the demand for homes in Phoenix seems hard to explain. The reason why: it's uncomfortably hot for several months a year. Its food culture remains uncelebrated. It does not have sexy employers like Amazon or Nike, nor is it a hub for such high-paying industries as finance or tech. As a mid-century city, it's not a place rich in historic buildings or revered cultural institutions. Now, and this is true. I mean, I went to Phoenix. The last time I went was in December. And I will say that the city has a good amount of corporate jobs. They have the international airport there. And with that international airport, there's a multitude of corporate jobs. The universities, they have some federal agencies there. Of course, it's the capital of the state. So you have the state government there and city government there, and all the, all those small companies and big companies that support those institutions to ensure that they remain economically viable as an entity. And but it's still not. I don't get that. Like, I like to call Phoenix the New York of Arizona, the LA of Arizona, but still, from an economic standpoint, the median income of people and what they're getting paid is just not up there. You know what I mean? It really isn't. It really isn't. So, but the defining characteristics of life in Phoenix, Arizona, for many years, apart from the dry heat, has been its affordability. It was at one time, back in 2000, I'd say between 2005 and 2016, that's when Phoenix was considered more the affordable city. to live in. I remember when I first went there in 2016, I could tell the difference compared to 2016 to 2021. You know, I could really tell the difference in cost of living and all that good stuff. Clearly, some of the forces are at play. Basically, it's everywhere. I mean, look at it. Millennials, the largest generation alive right now, have reached the age where they like to buy a home. They're competing with retirees. That so-called Valley of the Sun has long attracted. Local builders are experiencing the same supply chain issues that have slowed the pace of new home construction all over the United States of America. And since Phoenix doesn't have a booming economy like Seattle, Los Angeles, or Denver, it makes it harder for everyone in the city to keep up with the cost of living. And this is just a true thing. Heck, when I went to Phoenix last year, I saw that they had a huge homeless population. I don't know if I ever told this story on this channel, but me and my buddy basically flew to Phoenix for a guy's trip, and he needed to stop by Walgreens. So I noticed at the Walgreens, there's a lot of homeless people outside. And one guy came out of the dumpster, he climbed over the fence because the dumpster was locked up. And he climbed out of the dumpster and it looked like he was basically so high that he was doing a crip walk, or he might have had some mental health issues. That's what someone might making fun of him. But that's what I saw. And this is like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, what the heck is going on? That's what I kept saying to myself. So, and I was tired because after a long flight. So I was just like, okay, this is interesting to say the least. But, you know, I noticed compared to when I went to Phoenix in 2016, compared to going there last year, I noticed that there was a very huge homeless population in Phoenix, Arizona. It's not at the levels of New York and Los Angeles, but I foresee it possibly getting there because of the influx of people coming from all over the place, and because of the cost of living, and because of the lack of certain economic opportunities for a lot of working people. So it's just something to take into consideration, family. But anyways, the typical home value of homes in Phoenix, Arizona is about $425,000. This value is seasonally adjusted and only includes the middle price tier of homes. Phoenix home values have gone up 29.6% over the past year. The average salary ranges from $27,000 to $70,000 for most working people, and there is a growing six-figure salary class slowly growing, but people should be as strategic and meticulous as possible when it comes to purchasing a home and when it comes to trying to increase their income. So that's just something to think about. And, you know, at the end of the day, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's content. Sorry, it's been a long day, so not 100% myself, but I'm trying to get there. But anyways, do the great thing, free things, like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you guys have a great day. As I always say, make money moves or you're going to live real like a fool. If you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual retirement account investor, think about signing up with crypto.com, Coinbase, Stash, WEBULL, Acorns. You have an opportunity to make some money when you sign up with those programs. And hopefully you guys have a great day. Take care.